but sometimes it
recording.
works.
And sometimes it works. Yeah, it's actually it works more often than you would imagine because when you start doing crazy things, when you start making invasions and cuts and everything, those kind of like those sort of things are very difficult to deal with because they're aggressive and not many people are like can easily handle aggressive. And so those
Yes.
things they create a lot of tension and very easy to make a mistake when something like this is going on. But difficult to make a mistake when the game is like ours, when it's just very nice, free flowing like a river, and nothing really happens. Okay, so let's have a look. So this is all normal. Have we talked about? Oh, have we talked about this move ever? Have you ever seen this one?
Oh,
Because
no.
this is what every AI recommends, and I typically tell my students never attach until you're strong enough to know what you're doing. But this is maybe one exception, one good exception to know for now, because when if I play low and you want to keep the corner, this is actually Joseki, and this is exactly what we played. It's the same variation, exactly the same, except I played three first, and then we changed the order of moves. But it's also possible when I play high, you don't have to play the same thing, but you can get more. You can attach, and I will attack from the outside, and you will pull back to the corner. I have a cutting point I need to protect. I protect, and then you make the same jump, and simply you're getting more points. Like just compare this to the game, right? In the game,
Okay.
your shape is like this. Here it's like this. See? This,
Yes.
this. Just a slightly bigger shape. And that's why it's better. But I mean, by no means is what you played bad. It's a good move. Just saying that there's this move that everybody plays, AI loves it, and it's a great when somebody like approaches high, you can just grab all the points by playing this attachment.
Okay. That's good to know.
Okay, so this happens, and this is nice. Immediately, this is like both an extension from the corner and attacking me. And I played the safest move ever. I don't have to, but I played this one just to make sure that there's no invasion, nothing. And at this point, you don't need to continue. That's it. You forced this A B exchange is amazing for you. You played A, you got yourself some points on the right, force a jump. My jump doesn't give me much. A gives you points. So great. It's a great exchange. Now you could just go and play something on the left, for example. There's all those points, all those C, D, E, F, G, plus H and I, Sun Sun. So any of those would be good right now. Like you don't need to jump. That's what I'm saying. Not a bad move. Not a bad move. This one, okay. Now this is the first trick, the first test. Yeah, I play it's very tempting to play S11 right now, but yes, that is correct. You don't play S11. It's too small. It's second line. I made a mistake, and the punishment is not doing anything. Yes, that's correct. Except you're going very safe here. Why not go to the? Because eventually, if you focus all your stones on the right, eventually you're giving me time to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then finally, bam, 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 and it turns into this gigantic construction, right? So before this
Okay.
happens, maybe you might want to do something. I already put three stones there, so now it's your turn. You can definitely like disrupt my left side and make it break it down, break it up, and make it a lot smaller, so that I can never turn that left side into a big area. So like for example, let's suppose you approach like this, right? And I keep the corner and you do this. There you go. This
Okay.
way you're getting something on the left, some kind of presence. And this way I'm never getting a big moyo, right? Now I have one corner, but not like a big area. I'm just saying that it's this old old proverbial saying of like not putting all your eggs in one basket. Scatter the stones all over the board. When you see that you have a lot of stones on the right side, okay, now it's time to go for the left side and do something there. Because otherwise, if you never go, eventually I'll get a moyo. So this is it's a good move, but it's just that it's not as big as approaching corners. Corners always come first, remember? Corners
Yes.
before sides. Okay, this is good. It's approaching the corner. Okay. And this is me. This is basically another test. This move is, I mean, A wasn't necessary, really slow. B was protection. But what is this move? I'm already protected. Am I making points? No. Am I protecting anything? No, I'm already protected. So what am I doing? I'm doing nothing. It's a bad move. It's a beautiful jump. It looks very nice, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't put any points in my pocket. I would do much better if I don't play this one, but for example, I protect the corner from any invasions, or I protect this corner, or something, or maybe even invade here. Why not? It's adventurous, it's risky, but I could try this. But this move, nothing. So you can kind of just treat this as a nothing and play your game. But this move is okay. You're following and kind of building this, okay?
That's the intention, was to build that corner and try to.
I'm just kind of trying to imitate your opponent's moves. That sometimes they play moves that look like something, but they don't really do much. And this is another one of those. It's a move that just some kind of good looking jump, but no points again. 0 points. So 2 moves in a row, nothing. And so, okay. But maybe you're trying to close me inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you close me, let's suppose you're going to get this stone, and then this stone. But how many points are you getting with that?
Nothing, really.
Right? So this, and this is just pure desire to surround and maybe kill Vadim. if the opportunity arises. But it's not points. So instead of this, wouldn't it be more interesting to just either erase my points or make more points for yourself? So let's try to come up with a more territorial move.
If I did a shoulder hit at G16.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is kind of like enlarging this area, right?
Yes.
And also erasing mine. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. If you do that, like, but you need to be prepared that if you do this, you're giving me the entire left side. Because if the game goes like this, you're getting the right, but I'm getting the left. And you're not, after this, it's not like after I've secured this wall, you're like, oh, Vadim has a lot of points on the left. Oh, let me invade now. Now it's going to be too late. Just like for me, it will be too late to now try maybe doing this. Now it's a little bit too dangerous since I've already built you this beautiful wall. So once we solidify walls like this, we've cemented the whole thing, and that's that. We just have to be sure that this is enough. So that's one. Yeah, that's a possibility. Anything else?
Well, I could do a shoulder hit at E5.
E5. Ah, that one. Which erases a little bit of my territory and kind of makes yours a little bit bigger. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. You could also make just, simple things. You could just, for example, go for something like this, right? And
Yeah.
just keep building your own box without touching mine for now, and then leaving the possibility of invasion into my area for later. But what you haven't suggested, and what nobody suggests at this point, is that everyone seems to be very reluctant of encroaching on their opponent's possessions. You're only thinking about how you can enlarge your own, but you're not even thinking that actually white has 6 stones on the left side. It's not 16, it's only 6. When I have 16, it's going to be impossible to invade, but now it's only 6. So that area is very much like it's not fixed yet. It's just, it's very amorphous. It's not, it's fluid. There's no territory yet. And so invading there right now is not that much of a challenge as it might seem. And maybe we'll talk about this next time when I show you. This is actually the same shape that I just mentioned in the previous review. This one, right? That's the same shape again. One corner, a little corner enclosure, and a larger extension in the other direction. And this is such a standard thing that happens. And maybe next time we'll talk about how to deal with this, and also how to deal with such areas. Like, what can you do? But just to kind of give you a little preview, there's many, whenever you see an open spot, it means you can probably play there and it's going to be okay. For example, you could play somewhere around A. It's a big open area. You play A and I can never kill that stone. That stone is definitely going to live there or escape. Or maybe B. Or C. The corner is open. So any of these moves, you play them and I can never hold on to my points with just my 6 stones. And that means that you will survive and you will steal a lot of my points. But again, we'll talk about this next time.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I need to understand that.
Yeah, because
That'd be
I was
good.
deliberately leaving the possibility of like almost no other choice but to invade, and you still wouldn't invade. So you cover me, I push here, you block. And by the way, this cut is a bad mistake, and let's try to find a way to punish it. This cut looks normal, but actually you you can you don't have to sacrifice. In the game, you gave me the A stone, and I
Yeah.
captured it. But you don't have to give me that A stone. Can you save it? The problem is that if you now save it, I'm going to take this one.
Right. Exactly. That's what I was worried about.
So, but there's a way. There's a way, Bruce, to, 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 to save both the A stone and the B stone.
Okay. Well, what if I go to Q12?
Okay, so you play Q12. I'm going to put numbers again. So Q12. I'll have to extend.
And now S13.
And now you save the A stone. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you play this Atari first because that Atari creates the tiger's mouth and protects your B stone. And then you save the A stone. And then I'm in trouble. And this would be a good position for you. And I think you're leading after this because this is a bad cut. And now after this and this, I cannot kill anybody. What if I do this one? Scary?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, do I have a ladder? R14.
Well, yeah, for sure. R14.
And now I go P13.
And then I go this one, Atari.
And then Q15.
Q15.
No, I can't.
You can't. I take.
Because you can take it.
Yeah, yeah. Or I don't even have to take it. I can play here first. Because I can take it anytime. And if you connect, I'll take the 2 stones.
Right.
So the secret is it's very basic. It's the same. You don't have to think about those 2 stones for now. All you think about is like you don't let me capture anything. So you play the Atari, and then you just take that 1 stone. That 1 stone is the one threatening you, so you take it. And now I'm left with my 3 stones outside. Yes, you haven't captured them in any letter, but those 3 stones are
nowhere to go.
Well, I mean, they can go somewhere. I can Atari like this and then start running, but if I'm running, I'm only putting myself in danger. I'm the one in trouble. All of your stones are perfectly fine and strong, and I'm the one in like trying to save myself. And even if I do save myself, then it will cost me. I will have given you a lot of points and a lot of power everywhere. So I don't want to run like this, because these stones will not win me any points. If I save them, I won't get any extra points. I will just save the stones. So after this, I will probably just drop the 2 stones immediately, and I won't even try to save them. If you had played like this in the game, I would have to admit that I was wrong, and then I would have to switch to something else. So that was it. Very lucky for me, I take. Now this. Okay. And now this is the moment, right? I play this and pretty much an endgame move. And I'm saying, okay, Bruce, you have to start doing something. You have to start. At this point, black is a little bit ahead. White is a little bit ahead. White has more points. On the left, white has just visually too much. Like if this is my points, plus the left, that's more than what black has. And so you need to start doing something active. You cannot just play, like at this point, you should like visually see that, okay, you don't have enough. So it's not enough to just start playing regular, like, oh yeah, let me just play this one, or oh, let me play this end game. This is end game, it's a big move, sure, but no time for that. You need to do something more dramatic than this. So, for example, this corner is always open. Just go there, and how can I kill this? I can't. You go there, and I block. You attempt to connect. I block, connect. I need to protect e3, and you're alive. You've taken my corner. For example.
Yeah.
Or trying to go deep. You see a larger gap between the stones, and you pick the largest one, and you jump in there and try something. If you don't want to go so deep, well, at least in the game you play this one. So this is not even trying to go inside. This is just allowing me to dun and cover everything. But instead of this, maybe how about something like this one? You're not going all the way in, but you're like you're suggesting me to take the points, and then you would run away. This way you've reduced me a great deal. So you didn't make an invasion, but you've made a very, very big reduction this way.
Okay.
So trying something like this is, at this point, it's important, because if you just keep playing normally, keep playing peacefully, it won't be enough. And even now is the moment. Now you have to play something, and this is way too like solid and safe, but no time for that. Just because this is too much.
Yeah.
And final chance. Instead of protecting my corner, my san at c3, I play this one. But this is not big enough. So I'm just basically offering you, do you want to block here on the second line, or do you want to enter my san and take it? Yes, you need to look around and choose the biggest option. It's easy. It's very easy to respond like this. I'm giving you a very simple response, and it's very easy to take that. but you can't take the easy route, especially when you're losing. If at this point you're winning the game by 20 points, sure, S16, just play it and it's an easy way to win the game. But when you're not winning, you can't take the easy way out. Even if it seems like Vadim is offering it to you, like your opponent is pushing you to take the easy way, but you can't take it because you're not winning the game this way. So the obvious things are not so obvious as always.
Makes sense.
All right. Any questions here?
No, let's look at those invasions that you talked about
Yes.
next time.
That's like a big topic, and maybe deserves even like several conversations. So yeah, I figured that starting a conversation about invasions right now it's going to be too much. So yeah, let's
Sure.
talk about that. And yes, we've talked about late invasions before, right? When, for example, everything is already completed, like this and like this, and the game, and something like this, and after all has been completed, black invades. Now that is a bit too late, and
Yeah.
we've talked about how to kill such invasions. Just by the way, how would you kill this invasion if you're white, if you're me?
Probably start with
What's the first thing we do when somebody invades like this?
squeeze them.
Yeah, we squeeze them. So from which direction?
And you're close enough to the edge. I think we squeeze you to the edge. So
We always squeeze from the sides. Like there's this like I can, when I invade, I can go that way, and I can go that way. So these are my two major directions, because this is the, it's along these lines that I'm planning to live. And so you need to block me from one of these two, essentially. And you just need to make a choice which one is better to attack me
well,
from.
I kind of like. I know you don't usually touch, but I like C11.
Sure, you don't usually touch, but in this case, yeah, because it's not. I mean, if this stone is not there and you're playing C11, that would have been a little bit crazy. Like, why would
That's
you,
not good.
yeah, play like this? But with that stone in place, it's not just a touch; it's a kick. It becomes a kick. So with the support of that stone, sure, you can do that. Yes, and that's the correct direction, because that lower part is bigger than the space above the stone. So
Above.
you wanna push me in that direction where I don't have any space. So yes, the kick is okay. You don't actually have to kick. You can even do this one if you don't want to kick, and it works just fine. It's also blocking my extension in that direction, but the kick is fine. Once you do this one, black doesn't know. I don't know how to continue, and yeah, that's correct. But this is not that hard. When an invasion happens like this, it's not that difficult. But when an invasion happens a lot earlier, that's when it's tricky, and we'll talk about it next time.
Okay.
All right.